Hello, everybody. Here we are right now, quite late in the evening, but I'm sure you are going to enjoy this talk with Lisa Janz. Welcome, Lisa. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Well, it's our pleasure to have you. I would like to first give a little bit of
I think Urvashi wanted to say that she wants to give a little introduction, but I can't hear her. Now,
yeah.
Urvashi, now we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry for this little interruption that we are having right now with the internet. So I would like to give the introduction of Lisa first. She's a business coach who started her own coaching business in 2017. She has accompanied over 400 plus clients and is here today to help us by sharing some important insight on a very relevant topic, cover letters. Lisa, please feel free to start.
Hi, everybody, and thank you very much for having me. So first of all, I wanted to give a great thank you to the entire Tech Jobs Fair team. So to Ashok, Swapnil, Parika, Bindu, Urvashi, and Rita, and all of the people that I don't know who are working in the background, but I really and greatly appreciate this opportunity being able to talk to everybody that is here tonight. And I got the opportunity to talk to some of the previous speakers already. So hi to Jeffrey as well, because Jeffrey and I who were speaking about the opportunities at Zalando earlier a little bit. So as you guys can see, this event is not just here for everybody that is trying to search for a job, but it's a great networking event as well. Some of my friends and colleagues are here as well. So hi to financial coach Kerstin Brunner and hi to UX and UI fan Christiane Landmein. I'm very happy that you guys support me here today. And yeah, now it's all about you. A warm welcome to everybody in the audience. Maybe you let me know in the conversation chats panel where you guys are coming in, tuning in from. I'm Lisa, I'm Job Coach Germany, and I'm based near Magdeburg, which is in the northern part of Germany. So I could also say herzlich willkommen in German. So basically, there are a lot of people who have already reached out to me because this event has been going on for a couple of hours now. Some of you have directly contacted me here through messages on Air Meet. Some of you have already exchanged or connected with me on LinkedIn. So keep on doing that. And something that I stumbled across throughout this entire process of talking to you guys, there are three things that I wanted to share with you, three hands-on advice that I wanted to give you before I start with my topic, because that's something that I want to share with you being a job coach. So first of all, I've seen that some of you guys have used email addresses that don't look that professional. Yeah, so some of these email addresses are using nicknames. So this is my first advice. Please use email addresses that are professional. So you use your first name and your last name, and that looks a lot more professional, especially for your applications. Okay, so when you're sending out your applications and you're doing everything with recruiting services, please use professional email addresses. Now, before I dive into the second one, I just wanted to say thank you everybody who is answering this question. So you're tuning in from all over the world: Puerto Rico, I can see, India, Berlin, Indonesia, Pakistan, and Brazil, and Colombia, Indonesia, Bangladesh, and probably a lot more. Muscat, Hamburg, Bombay, Bangladesh. Woo! Okay, so it's very, very many. There are a lot of people here. I'm very excited to have you all here. The second hands-on advice: your CV should not be longer than 2 pages. The only exception is if you're applying for a postgraduate or a PhD position. Other than that, only 2 pages. And then the third one, but last one, please connect with everybody that you have seen and met here today, whether that's the speakers or anybody else. So that's about the 3 hands-on advice. And now let's dive right into this presentation of mine. We are here to increase your chances of getting invited to a job interview. Who of you wants to be invited to a job interview in Germany? I want to see hands. I want to see all of these little, that's what I want to see. I want to see your thumbs up and your fingers here and your hearts. Thank you so much. So you want to be invited to a job interview, and one thing that you can do to increase your chances of getting invited to a job interview is creating a cover letter. So the cover letter is an underestimated yet very powerful tool to get invited to a job interview. So let's dive into this little agenda of mine. We are going on a little tour about the cover letter. So before the tour, I'm going to give you a little poll that I'm going to share with you guys right now already. So this poll is about whether you normally send a cover letter with your application documents or not. So feel free to participate in the poll or not. The second part of the agenda is about your tour guide. I'm your tour guide today. My name is Lisa, as you've heard, and I just want to tell you a little bit about my background and why I am capable of actually telling you anything about applications in Germany. Then we are taking a look at the equipment that you will need for this little journey. Yeah, so your hiking boots and your water bottle. And then we are diving into the cover letter journey. So what is it that you need in order to write a wonderful cover letter that gets you invited for your next steps for your application that is coming up? Okay, so my question was this one, and I can see that there are all of your yeah, I can probably show it on stage. So do you normally send a cover letter with your application? Votes are coming in. 81%, 82% of you say yes, of course. 18%, 20% undecided. Say no, I never. Okay, so let's try to convince these 20%, roughly 20, maybe 18 now. You're still voting. I love that. Thank you so much for your engagement here. So let's see whether I can convince you guys, the 20% who are saying, no, I never, I don't want to do that. I can understand because it's a lot of effort. So a little bit about myself. I already told you I'm from the northern part of Germany, and I have started my career in HR. I was working in automotive for many years, and I was recruiting people. So I was screening job application documents. I was interviewing people. So basically, my background is the other side. So the people that you are afraid of when you go to a job interview, but you don't have to be afraid, obviously. So we are humans as well. And normally we are always thinking about what can we ask you and so on. But we also want to see your spark. Yeah, we want to see your spark, the spark that you have inside of you. And for that, there was one of the speakers earlier, her name was Sarah Hildebrand, and she was talking about switching her career from IT giants to startups. And she said when she was recruited, it was all about her spark, her passion. Yeah, they hired her because they saw the passion inside of her. And that's something that I, as a recruiter, want to see in your motivational letter. Whether you're applying for a startup or a tech giant, I don't care. The recruiter wants to be motivated or wants to see your motivation. And that's why we are writing this cover letter. So from all of my experience in the automotive industry, I was also working in IT for a couple of years, and I was working in HR there as well. And that's why, obviously, this is really wonderful that I can use this knowledge today at the Tech Jobs Fair. Okay. Nowadays, I'm working with international professionals who are searching a job in Germany. So that's why this Tech Jobs Fair in Germany is the perfect platform for me today. If you have any questions with regards to your CV, with regards to your cover letter, with regards to preparing for the job interview, you can always connect with me on LinkedIn and just connect with me there, ask your questions, feel free to sign up for my newsletter. And then you get a lot of tips that will help you and increase your chances of getting invited to a job interview. Now, this spark inside of you is all about doing the right job search. So you need to know yourself first, and you need to know yourself very well in order to find out what it is that you're actually looking for, what kind of job. Obviously, you're here, you want to have a job in tech, in IT, in the digital field. However, what kind of employer are you looking for? So for that, you need to know your own values, and you need to know the values of the company. And when they are aligned, it's really, really easy for you to write a cover letter and match your personality and your skills to the company and what they are looking for. So here on this slide, you can see several other things that you should be aware of. So basically your strengths and weaknesses and your interests. The most important thing is think about activities when you lose track of time, and can you implement that in your life, in your work life? Then you have a high chance of actually finding that job that sparks joy in you. Okay, then obviously you want to find out about the work environment. Do you like working in a team or not? How much salary do you expect? What about working hours nowadays with remote work? Is that something for you or not? And so on. Then when you know that, it's a lot easier for you to write a cover letter. The cover letter has some benefits. So first of all, the recruiter will see that you have gone the extra mile. They see that you put in the effort. Okay, so all of the other applicants that are out there send out their CVs. They are pretty generic. And now they see, okay, there's someone that is writing a cover letter. You have seen in the poll, 80% are already writing a cover letter. So those people are already ahead of those 20% who are not writing a cover letter. Okay, then you are using your CV and it's very factual. So you are basically bombarding them with facts, but the cover letter is way more personal. So you can write about you as a person. Then you can go more into detail and align your skills with the role. So you use the keywords from the job ad, and simply implement them in your cover letter. Then obviously, when you are sparking in the interest of the interviewer or the interest of the recruiter who's reading that, you can provoke a discussion, with a question that you raise in your cover letter. And obviously, a cover letter makes you more memorable. Now, the most important slide of my presentation is this one. It's about the cover letter journey, basically, and we are starting from the bottom and then we are hiking up to that mountaintop. The intro should be already a little bit about your motivation. So this could be about why you want to work in this field, why tech, why IT, why the digital career. It could be why Germany, or when you already know you want to work in Cologne, why Cologne. This could be your first motivation, your intro. Then the second paragraph is about your experience, what you're currently doing, what is your expertise right now, what are you doing, and align that with the skills or the tasks that are written in the job ad. The paragraph number 3, so we are at experience part 2, can be more specific. So you want to write about a special project that you've worked on or a previous experience with another company that you've had, and use other specific keywords from the job ad and write that there. And then we're almost at the top, guys. The 4th paragraph is the most important one. That's the paragraph that makes the difference whether you will be invited to a job interview or not. Here you're writing about the motivation, but not just your motivation for the company, but also why you are a great fit, why your personality interlinks with the company's mission, with the company's values, and with the company's vision. For that, you can always think about something. What does this company represent? Is this company living that? Do they have specific social projects that you're interested in? Then use that to write about your motivation, why you think you want to be part of that team. And then last but not least, we're at the top with the outro. The outro is all about when you can start. And if it's asked in the job ad, write your salary expectations as well. And then you can write something like, I look forward to meeting you in person. I look forward to meeting you on Zoom. Doesn't matter. It's up to you how you want to conduct that, basically. And it's up to the company whether they want to invite you in person or not. But if in the job ad, it's not asked to write the salary expectation, don't do it. Don't write about your salary expectation. You can leave that for the job interview. However, if they're asking for it, this is your first test. So you have to write something down, okay? They want to see whether you've done your research well. And now, this is all about our journey. My second question, my second poll is basically, I want to know again whether you will write a cover letter for your next application. Yes, I will, or no, I won't. I want to see those numbers. I want to see, I will close the other one, and I want to see, oh, wow, okay. Can I share that now? Yeah, I can share it. Will you write a cover letter for your next application? We still have one vote for now who's not going to write a cover letter. That's okay. 2 votes. But as you can see, I only got the chance to speak to you for 20 minutes, and I was able to convince some of you guys to actually increase that chance of yours to get invited to a job interview. So 96%. 96%, yes, I will write a cover letter. So congratulations to you guys. Thank you very much for joining me here. Now I'm going to take a look at, okay. So, Kerstin shared my LinkedIn profile. Thank you very much, Kerstin. That's really nice. And yeah, Urvashi, what do you think?
Hello.
Do we still have some time for some questions? Because I
Yes.
know that Dietmar is about to speak.
Yeah. We can take a little bit of questions here. I think 2 to 3 questions we can definitely take. Let's just put the first question on the screen. I'm just reading a few questions. How long should a cover letter be?
Patricia from Hamburg, or Patricia maybe as well. So that's a very good question. It should be no longer than 1 page. But in Germany, we have this really crazy standard of having a so-called DIN 5008. I can write that in the chat. So DIN 5008 is the specific number that we're having for official letters, which basically means on the top, we always have like our sender's address, then the recipient's address, and so on. So this is almost already half a page.
Yeah.
So think about it. You probably have half a page. That's it for your cover letter, not more.
Cool. That's a very specific answer. Nice. Next. Any website to create a CV and a cover letter?
Very good question as well. Sora Balke, student from Berlin. So yeah, there are. If you want to write your application documents in German, you can always use Karrierebibel. So it's kind of like Career Bible, but in German. They have more than 250 different templates that you can use for free. And then another one is just simply Canva. Canva is using that in English. And just be very careful. On Canva, you can find a lot of the things that are very designy and sometimes not very practical. Okay, but this is very, very helpful. When I'm working with my clients, we use these two softwares, these 2 platforms.
Well, this is really good to know. Even I wasn't aware of this, but that's great to know. Next question, please. Do you have some examples of cover letter?
Yeah, Ana Garcia from Bogota. Hey, yeah, cool, Colombia. That's really cool. So, yeah, I do have them. So, if, for example, when I'm working with my coachees, I normally give them advice and I give them scripts that they can use, and then we dive more into their individual career to take a look at that. So, if you're interested in that, you can always contact me as well. But you can go onto Karrierebibel as well. And Christiane has just shared the link with you guys in the chat. Guys, you are so crazy. Thank you so much for your support here. So they also have scripts there, but they are in German. So if you are looking for that in English, you will always find, if you type that into your favorite job search engine, you will always find scripts for that. Okay.
That's great. If we have more question, I think we can take one last question if we have. Should you include written testimonials in your application for Germany as well as the reference?
Okay, so that's Nalisha Adams from Bonn. Okay, so a testimonial inside of the cover letter is something that is very special and that is really cool. You can include that. You will definitely be standing out with all of the other applications, because I personally don't see that very often, but I like it very much. And I know that references are very helpful. On your cover letter, giving a reference contact is not typical in Germany, because we recruiters in Germany, we are lazy. We don't want to call anyone. We don't ever do that normally. Only if it's international companies and you have English speaking recruiters, it might happen that they call. But for us, references, we don't use that. However, you can use your LinkedIn profile to get recommendations from other people. Use that. You can start with that today and increase your profile on LinkedIn as well.
Cool. Thank you so much. With this, I think we have to end this session, unfortunately, since we are running out of the time. But thank you so much once again for being with us and spending your wonderful and quality time with us to share how to create this cover letter, which is very, very important while applying a job. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody, for your questions and your engagement here. I really appreciate that. And thank you, Tech Jobs Fair.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.